All right, let's go ahead and get into this Friday and get a recap done. Not a lot happened here on Friday. As you can see, we went ahead and had our top area marked here. Let's get up to that 15 minute and look at that price action. So you can see that we had, but we had this top area marked here for the overall high for the day, and here was that low in the last 24 hours. Pretty good, drop down. In the evening, I know for myself, I was looking for this to actually kind of maintain and get back up into this area and possibly either hold and start to run back up, or have a breakdown, and we could take this move right here kind of down in this area for the day. But you can see that happened in the evening. We ran down, then we had bounced right for the early mornings, and then from there we came back up. And I went ahead and marked this area just because I was kind of curious, like, why did it come back up here and reject? And then we came into the first 30 minutes of the day, and we kind of played with this 21 here on the 15 minute. Now, I pointed this out before, but if you're on any really the time frames that we look at, if you're above the 21, you're bullish. If you're below the 200 here, you're bearish. So when you're bullish and bearish, they kind of counteract each other. So it's kind of the no man zone, no go zone idea. But now if you go below the 21, you're bearish, and right now we would be below the 200, so you could go bearish. So you could look for this to actually give you a trade. The one reason why I wouldn't just jump into this and start to take action is because I really needed to start to show that it's going to break down and get back down into this area and show that loss. And also, really, when you're below it, it's right here. That's about 9:30 in the morning here, and this is showing you the same thing. So I could see that this would have been a potential trade right here for this to come back down into this area and break on down if that was going to happen. And that could have been a possibility for you to look at trading. So the sad thing is on this trade, yeah, you would have got in if that's what you're going to do. Put your stop up there and you would say, hey, let's go down to this trade. And that would have been your short for the day or for this trade. But this actually came back up and you would have got out pretty much at zero small loss because it didn't play out, right? It came back up and came above the 5 minute again. And the reason why I'm looking at this to say you could have done it is because you're below the 200 and below the 21. That's bearish, and that would have given you. And you also were doing that on the 15 minute, right in this time frame between. Well, I guess right here is 30, so that would have been the 15 saying that you could trade it. Back up here, when you would have wanted to enter, you couldn't because the 15 wouldn't have let you. So if I go back out to that time frame, and look, this is kind of those candles that are breaking down. This is at 9:30, but this candle right here was the candle you would have got into or wanted to trade that 5 minute with, but you're just now going into 21, so that's your bearish move, and that's what you've been looking for. Now you have this kind of up and down movement. The 5 minute, you kind of wanted some confirmation more now because the 15 minute really needs to show rejection, but as you can see, it's not. It's kind of creating a higher pattern here. So you kind of see this here and then this here, which typically is an up move for the day here. And yeah, you can see, so now it's trying to climb back up. We're still 50-50 on the 15 minute. I would look at this area right here saying, okay, well, I'll trade, for me, I wouldn't trade 50-50 anyways, but this could be a flagging pattern right here that you could have taken advantage of, and you could look at trading this on up, and at least coming up to the 15. Now, the hard thing is you're starting to get into the later part of the day for this move. But you did have this run up right here, and that was at 10:45, and it crossed that first level of breakout. So that's that somewhere right on here. So we got out of here, broke up. So on the 15 minute though is one thing. If I said, okay, well, my target will be up on the 200 up here. That's kind of what I'm looking for it to go on up to and hit that 200 and reject. And this is a key line for me for the last 24 hours. That's why I was looking at it. We did break through it, and here's where that circle was on the 15. So it did say we wanted to go up, but we need to get above the 21 and the 200, which we did right here. So now you can see you can go ahead and look at getting in. The one thing is I would say you could look at getting in here on the 5 minute, but the 5 minute right now is telling you that it's already exhausted. And I say that is because all your MACDs up here, you can see that right here, this is starting to roll over a little bit. It's going to expand it out on the move up. and then started to roll over. This was topped out. Now that doesn't mean that I'd want to see this if it's going to flag and break out, so I would have been waiting here. And now if somebody just got in, because that's kind of the rules. Let me draw this out. You know, that's some of the rules here. But ideally, it looks like it's going to roll over. So yeah, if you said, hey, well, it's going to break out, I'll just get in. So that's fine if you did. But as it breaks back down, you want to get out again right here through here. That would have helped you get out of that move. And then you're kind of getting too late in the day to really look at it, and you're trying to push the 12 o'clock time frame. But as you can see, that this area of support is pretty strong as it's bouncing through here. So I would not be surprised if we are going to get a move here as we come into the evening. You can look at Saturday morning and kind of see if we're going to get that move, and it could run up, and this could also start to come on down. This could extend down through here, and in the meantime, this could set up, and price action kind of works in here, and then it runs off to the races up to this higher level again. So we'll just have to watch and see. But that's about it, guys. Like and subscribe, and have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks, guys.